Chris Busby is ready, checks with his ARs, and we are ready to get underway here. The new year holding so much optimism for Connacht and for Munster. There's going to be lots of change. Your first senior appearance, but that's for much later in the evening.
Stay up one, stay up, bind up.
Back to this potential flashpoint of scrum time, and Connacht elect to get it out pretty quickly. Difficult one for Marmion to take. I thought he may have knocked it off. Communication and the throw on all sorts of different levels there. Delan seemed to be the target, never left the ground. A moment ago, trying to get to width early to Hansen. Generally causes a good deal of havoc into the hands of Conor Oliver, the open side, taking it flat to the line, and Munster slow it down. Were they off their feet? Did they have hands on? It's there for Kieran Marmion. Carty just had to adjust, didn't he? Arnold away to Delahunt. Porch available. Mac Hansen in there now, but he's offering width on this left hand side. Good carry again by Beelum. Good strong Munster defence initially. Again, it's very flat. High risk, high premium. May have been a knock on in there again, but it's Munster ball. Again, it's an unforced error, a handling error from Connacht in that red zone in the 22 that lets them down. They've had all the possession and all the territory. Hansen.
Inside.
Oh, he's been charged down. Opportunity here now, potentially. Hacked over the line. Can they touch it down? Around comes Andrew Conway. And Conway gets in for the score out of absolutely nothing from that Mac Hansen charge down. You always think his first notion is to run, and he just took a little bit too much over the kick.
Yeah, we just see it here. There's that space straight down the middle of the field. And in fairness, Mac Hansen and Porch probably need to show a little bit more urgency to get back there, get it up quickly, and then just see they thought it had more time than they actually had. Great block down from Healy, and now you see both wings, Daly and Conway, working hard, and they get the scraps.
Use it. Stay down.
No problems for Munster on their own. Put in plenty of stability, and
hold back. Stop 6.
Healy now using that left boot of his. Off they go again. The initial hit from Connacht was very good, but again, the outstretched arm of the referee. Another penalty pending. Biding his time. Bundy Aki is there. How many times have we seen Gavin Coombs? Impossible to stop from this kind of range. Now Connacht have to release, and they do. Casey wants to play it. Pulling rank was Jack O'Donoghue. He wants to keep it in the forwards. Archer now. Oh, it's really good defence, but they've strayed offside. Delan was quickly off the line, but there's another penalty coming here. I think it's against Oisin Dowling, maybe. Now, what's the decision here from Chris Busby?
Offside.
Yeah, it's a man to the bin, and it is Oisin Dowling.
It's here.
Connacht down to 14.
Okay.
Yeah, in fairness, if Munster back themselves to go to width, it's a walk-in for Andrew Conway on the right-hand side here, but you can't blame Connacht, particularly now they're down to 14. They're going to have to be narrow, they're going to have to be low and condensed around the breakdown. To go in, 8-3 down, having conceded a try from a block down, defensively they haven't been tested. Yep. I think they'll feel pretty comfortable.
Fitzgerald dispatches it into touch. That's the last action of a typically frantic and at times fractious, and
what happens when we left the pitch at half-time is totally unacceptable for the game, and it isn't going to continue. Okay, you're both going to the bin. Off you go. Both of you, 2 and 10, off you go.
Wow, okay.
Now,
not a ball kicked in anger in this.
Okay, Red.
So Delahunt in the bin, Healy in the bin, Oisin Dowling likewise, Conor Fitzgerald on for Jack Carty. Better tempo by Connacht from the base of the ruck, and they get the penalty. Ball drifting infield into the arms of Casey. Thought Hansen might have been in touch when he delivered that, but Andrew Brace was in a good position. Thought otherwise. There's another penalty. Numbers on this near side, and there's a massive tackle coming in that time from Farrell, and we might just have a little bit of a look at that.
Head to head. For me, there is mitigation. The player stepped off his right foot just prior to contact. He stepped him. But it's still dangerous. It's a yellow card.
He stepped him.
5, yeah. Step off, please, Captain.
You certainly feel the vast majority of those assembled in the sports ground in Galway feels that Munster have got off a little bit lightly there. Chris Farrell. On another day that might have been red, but could have proved to be A galvanising moment for Connacht now. If they do feel slightly aggrieved, are they going to get to the line? They do! Huge surge, and last up with the ball is going to be Bundyaki. Connacht sees the advantage of the man advantage straight away.
Breaking out, you would have taken Chris Farrell out of the game. They would look to go into that 10-12 channel, but no, they backed their maul, built it up really quickly, got it around the edge. You see Munster lose 3 players there, and then Bundyaki adds a little bit of power, and they break off so quickly, well organised. You see Dowling at the front, Finney Beelum, Oliver just pulling everybody through. And
I struck that really nicely, and it just creeps in beside the left upright. Mark Hansen in off the wing, and then Julie passes it to where he usually is, to Della Hunt, who keeps width out that side. Marmion once again to Jared Butler. Fitzgerald again. Oh, that's good hands in midfield. Connacht beginning to find a little bit of rhythm that's been lacking for Healy. He's winding up for a drop goal here from fully 7 or 8 metres inside his own half of the field. But Conor Fitzgerald will kick this up into the stands, and that will be that. Connacht, who've struggled so many times in recent years against this opposition, and who felt at Thomond Park back in October that they came out on the wrong side of 1 or 2 big decisions. Well, they've come out on the right side, ultimately, of the scoreline tonight.
Yeah, it's a big win for Connacht. Obviously beating Munster. You know, it wasn't flashy, it wasn't a great game, but they dug it out, and they actually managed the last 20 minutes, you know, pretty well. They showed a huge amount of fight. I think that period just before half